Welcome back to Thursday of the cursed season of the Blind Sample Showdown. Yes, I did say it's the cursed season. Tonight we have another unique little show. Yeah, one of the contestants let me know today at about 3 o'clock that they don't have their samples. So, as we did with Doug's show, we're going to bring the contestant that does have the samples on, get the points, and they are under no pressure. They know they're going to win. So, without any further ado, let's bring on Dylan from US Smallcraft. Dylan, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, this season has been killing me. Just killing me.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
We gotta change this curse. We gotta break the curse.
We gotta break the curse. That's right.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm going to highlight this one right off the bat. Donut Fisher, hopefully no minutes of technical difficulties tonight. Other difficulties, yes, but not technical. So how you doing, Dylan?
Oh, good, man. Just nothing's other than the fact that the family and I are going to be moving in a couple of weeks. That's the most exciting stuff, but nothing else changed. But yeah,
moving for the better, or what's?
Yeah, for the better, man. We've had our house on the market for probably 8 months now, and seriously, as soon as the first of the year rolls around, we get an offer, work through negotiations, accepted that, and then like 2 or 3 weeks later, we put an offer on another house that's like 10 minutes from where we are now, and we're moving in March 6th, so excited about it.
Perfect. Well, good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
8 months on the market. That's rough.
Yeah, dude. It was we were almost at the point where it's like, man, should we just move back in, take it off the market? But yeah, like I said, seriously, as soon as the new year rolled around, it was like, all right, we got a bunch of action. Sweet.
Well, cool.
Worked out, thankfully.
All right. Well, Dylan, obviously, like I said, no pressure tonight for you. You're moving on.
Yeah.
I know that's not the ideal way to win, but things happen.
It's unfortunate, but hey,
it is. Megan feels bad about it.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day we can reschedule and we'll have another head-to-head.
There you go.
But we'll make the most of it. So
I don't know what I want to drink tonight, Dylan. I don't have a whole lot from Louisiana.
Well, Jerm, I was going to tell you. So Philip's supposed to be releasing that. I'm sure you've seen it. That double finished American single malt.
I have seen it, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna try to go grab one of those. But that's what I'm hunting here. But Louisiana,
right here, I've seen it.
Oh, well, you know what's up then. So how is it? Can you speak on that?
I can.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to. I want to let you formulate your own opinion on it.
Okay. Well, I'll take you up on that. That's cool with me because I'm excited about it. And he just put out today. He put out his wheated bourbon, bottled and bond, and then his rye whiskey bottled and bond too. I saw Jacob put those on Coming Whiskey.
Okay.
Rye. Cool. I will say I've had. So like 2 or 3 years ago, that was one of the first distilleries that I went visit when I started this page. And I was lucky enough to be able to try, I think it was a year old at the time. It was his wheated bourbon and his rye. And both were good, but the rye was the complete standout to me. It was just really, really good stuff. So I'm very excited that he's got some age on those things and can release them now because that's he's got. I mean, we know what he's got already. He's got good stuff as it is. To add these into the mix, it's a game changer.
Right. The distillery is Distillery Acadian,
Yes.
and forgive me, I don't know the town that it's in.
It's in New Iberia. It's just south of Lafayette. So if you ever find yourself around here, you could go there. And then I think JT Mellick's like 30 minutes away too. So you got two good places within an hour apart. So
Perfect.
highly recommend stopping at either one.
Donut Fisher, you wanted some details on that one. So with the 3 guys 1 grain, I'm sure the cat is out of the bag. I know that I've seen some people talking about it, but we are trying to do a barrel pick with Distillery Acadian.
That's awesome.
So we got a few samples of ASM. Is it Bonvale or Bonvalley?
I want to say it's Bonvale, but I could be wrong too, honestly.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard him say it, honestly. So.
Okay. But that is the name of their ASM, Bonvale, and I'm not sure if they're pronouncing it with the more French style or American style, but the particular one that he was talking about was finished in a toasted pecan, cherry wood, and amberana. So
yeah. Sounds incredible.
I'm not going to answer that, Corey, because I don't know why the cat was in the bag, but probably the same reason the chicken crossed the road. Anywho, well, Dylan, go ahead and get into sample number 1. We'll get some points down for you, see where you stack up for the rest of the season. Anywho,
okay.
You came through round 1 with 9 points, so pretty darn good.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised, honestly. Anytime I score more than 5, I'm like super impressed with myself. So, because this is
absolutely
incredibly difficult.
Absolutely,
man. I mean, I will say sample 1 might be the lightest sample that I think I've ever had. So, it's like very, very floral. But I don't know. That could be because of the finish, I think. It's weird.
I love the reference, Phil. Good reference. Trying to catch up on your guys' comments. So before the show, you said to me that you thought you were due for an Irish because it's been a few times on the show and you haven't had an Irish sample in a while.
I think the last one that I had is the Red Spot 15-year, which is incredible. But
okay, was that season 1?
It might have been.
I think it was. Yeah.
I think so. Now, I will say I've had. I think the last few rounds, I think I've had 1 Scotch in every round and have really enjoyed it, which is that's exciting for me because that's another category to branch into. Because once I had that Irish, I was like, okay, I'm totally missing out. And now that I've gotten some Scotches, it's like, man, I'm really, really behind the game.
I wouldn't say it's behind the game. You just started in the wrong category. That's all.
Yeah. Should have started there and then went back this way. Bourbon and stuff.
I started in the Irish category. That's Jameson was my whiskey of choice for many, many, many years. And I finally got the itch to be like, you know what? There's 15, 16 different Irish whiskeys on the shelf here. There's got to be something different about them. They can't all be the same. And
yeah,
I was right. They are not the same.
Nah.
So I started in the Irish category and then moved on to bourbon and then rye and then Scotch. And once I hit Scotch, that was the end for me.
It's funny how you went Irish, bourbon, rye, and then Scotch, because that's so wildly different.
Mm-hmm. Rye whiskey was fun. I really enjoyed that category, and I still do to this day.
Yeah.
And I like. I mean, I like them all.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't dislike any of them.
Right.
I'm a little more picky on the bourbon than anything else.
I kind of have. I've kind of gravitated towards that just because I've been drinking more like single malt and rye. I've just been like, okay, I don't know. I feel like I get way more flavor, way more. There's just a lot more complexity on single malts and rye, in my opinion, because I feel like a lot of the bourbons are just it's a lot of them are typical. It's just like caramel, toffee, vanilla, honey. It's mostly that. But
Yep.
I mean, I say that Driftless blend that I had, I thought was a Scottish single malt. That's wild, but
Yeah.
But more often than not, they're all relatively similar. I feel like, but that's where the beauty of single malt and rye come in. It's just the grain is so different, and where you grow it, where you distill it. There's so many ways to do the single malts too, which is awesome.
Yeah. Here's a good question.
Oh, I would say still in the early phase of it. I haven't quite branched out like I want to. I mean, I've had like as far as like a regional aspect. So like I've got a bunch of stuff from Texas, one from Louisiana, which is Distillery Acadian's single malt, but I really want to get the Pacific Northwest. I want to get more of like kind of in the desert with Whiskey Dialback. I really want to get more into Cedar Ridge because I've had two of theirs and just that's phenomenal. Like the port side, I have a sample of I think it's the port side single malt I had the other day and it was just absolutely incredible. But I'm trying to, yeah, that's really what I'm aiming for is just more regional coverage. And then I really like one of my goals this year was to try to obtain a higher age single malt just to see how much difference in age is compared to like, cause I have a couple that are like 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get something like 10, like 9, 10 years, just to see how different and how more elevated it is, I guess you could say.
Absolutely.
So yeah, early, that was long-winded answer, but yeah, early on.
Hey, we like long-winded answers. Still shorter than Doug. Love you, Doug. Well, what are you getting on this one?
So I was about to say it before I started talking again, but I kind of get like, I don't know if this might be weird, but it's almost like I get like a little bit of a soap, like a bar of soap note on the nose. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just, it's kind of strange. I don't know. But, and the palate's like really, hang on, let me.
Or Devil's Advocate, Phil. That's another good one.
Like the palate's really light, but I just feel like there's something else that's attributing to what I'm getting on the palate. Like there's some kind of sweetness, but I can't really pin my finger on what that exact cask is because I think it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be really surprised if this was only used. Um,
What's tangents, precious? What's everybody in the chat drinking tonight? I did see one. Where was it now? I think it was Phil drinking Minden Mill. And that rhymed. That was cool. Yes, Minden Mill Rye he's drinking. What's everybody else drinking?
where is that Nevada?
Minden Mill?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Nevada. Uh, let's see.
Yes, Minden, Nevada.
Oh, okay. Hence the name Minden Mill.
Yeah,
They make a single malt too, right?
they do. Actually, that's what I was looking at to see where it was from.
There we go.
Yeah, they have a rye, a bourbon, and a single malt, as far as I know.
Man, this is incredibly light. Like color and palette wise.
Hey, congratulations, Deke. You can walk again. Whoa, Yellow Rose American Single Malt. Interesting.
Yellow.
How do you like that one there, Patrick? Drinking some, there we go. Spice is drinking some Ruby Port. Mike's drinking water. Little Four Roses from Whiskey Deke, celebrating his ability to walk again.
Well, that's awesome. Thank goodness. Oh man. Man, I wish I was more well versed with
Excellent.
breweries and bottles in Scotland. God.
Rare character for Tater Corey. Excellent.
I have never had anything from Rare Character.
I've been able to sample it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think probably because of Corey. In fact, they make good whiskey, or they put good whiskey in a bottle for sure.
Are they exclusively MGP, or is it like, or they do Bardstown and Green River too? Do you know?
As far as I know, they do whatever. I don't think they're very loyal to any one particular place, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've never had anything from there, but hear good stuff about them.
The Lord of the Rings references tonight are good.
Oh man. All right, I'm ready. I cannot think of a. You know what?
So, Corey, what you're saying is Rare Character is promiscuous. If you
Not exclusive.
Yeah.
A lot of people make it out to be. That's what it seems like. They seem pretty proud of their price points too.
It is expensive, isn't it?
I do think so. Like I feel like you can get that, but at the same time you can get the the Penelope Founders series or something. Like you get a 10-year for $89, but I think if you get a Rare Character 10-year, it might be like $120. So
Okay.
maybe, but doggone it, I was gonna. There's that independent bottling brand. I can't think of them. I feel like this might be something, but all right, let's just go.
All right. Whenever you're ready, run them down.
Okay. I said single malt, 92 proof. I said used oak and Sauternes cask. Specific, I said Scottish single malt. I bumped up my proof slightly. I went to 94. And I stayed with used oak and Sauternes. Do I need to specify? I guess it's just Sauternes. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And exact distillery. I'm gonna say Middleton. And exact bottle, I'm just gonna say I don't know, man. Just just leave that up. I don't know.
All right.
I think Middleton's an independent bottler, are they?
No, Middleton is a big distillery.
That's okay. You're right. Man, I need to get better at that. Just that side.
All right. Well, get into sample 2.
All right.
I'll put the logo up, but I'm not gonna.
This is a little bit darker, but not much.
Not much. I can assure you it'll probably be a whole lot different, though.
Yes, it is. Like not even remotely close. What the hell is that? I'm serious. I've never smelled anything like this. It's like it's very strong, but like, oh, man.
Fine, people. You chatters. Hold on. 5 seconds. There you go.
Oh, man.
Ooh, Patrick, that's a great question. I think very, very much different. I think every type of rye is different.
Yeah, malted rye is very different. I mean, you could
malted rye is very, very different.
Like try New Riff's regular rye, like their single barrel rye, and then try their malted rye. Completely different. The malted rye I think is better than their regular rye, but
I'm with you on that. The malted rye is definitely a excellent option.
I feel like it's more I mean, I think with the malt aspect of it, it's more creamy and like a little more fruity, I think, and it kind of eliminates a little bit of that rye spice that you typically get with a regular one. I don't know. What do you think?
I think malted rye brings out a lot more fruit character than unmalted rye for sure.
Yeah.
Not to say that unmalted rye can't have some good fruit character, because it can. But you definitely don't get that, that overwhelming heat from spice or, vegetal or pickle or herb or whatever from unmalted rye.
Yeah.
It's definitely softer. And I think it definitely does come up with some more complexity as far as flavors go.
I could agree with that.
Price check. Vegetal, aisle 6.
What kind of games are you playing with me right here? This is crazy.
That's a crazy whiskey, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Donald Brands, how you doing, buddy?
What the hell? Again, I don't think it's.
Bad Cop is partially malted rye. Rye malt, rye, and corn is the mash bill on that. I don't know what the percentages are, but it's pretty high on the malted portion. I think it's, I want to say overall, it's like 80 something percent rye, and I think 62 of it is malted rye, but I'm not certain. Yes, and Good Cop would be the same recipe.
I don't know what's making me think this, but we're going to go with it. I don't even know if you own this type of whiskey, but we're gonna roll with it.
There you go.
That is insanely different.
That's a very different whiskey, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. I and honestly, like, the more I drink it, I kind of dig it. I think just because I don't know, I like funky stuff, honestly. So,
Well, that'll do it. I really want a bottle of that sassy. That when I saw the blip for that, I was interested immediately, and I have not been able to get it.
proof is stumping me.
All three, Patrick. It is a style of rye whiskey. It is a type of rye whiskey grain, and the type of rye that it came from is from the Monongahela Valley in Pennsylvania. So it's
Yeah.
all three.
Y'all have a chance to try Monongahela rye. Like, Liberty Pole makes an awesome one. That's a really good one.
No, not sassy.
Man,
Crow. Yes, Martin, your spirit animal is 100% a crow. That is spot on.
crows are highly intelligent too, so maybe, hey.
Wow, Spice.
Man. All right, Jeremy, I'm ready.
All right, what do you got for this one?
I said single malt again. 100 proof. I feel like there was just a little more oomph on this one. Used only. And for specific, I went out on a limb here. I said Indian single malt. because I don't know if there's any. I don't know. I'd probably way off, but oh well. 100 proof and used only.
Staying with 100 proof for specific.
Yeah,
Okay. And what kind of used barrel?
just used bourbon, used oak.
Ex bourbon.
Yes, sir. And I do not have a distillery or bottle because I can't begin to name one Indian brand distillery.
Got it.
I was going between that and Japanese because I feel like there might be, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like a sake for some reason, but
Okay.
I felt like there was a little more, I don't know. Don't know. It was a strange one, that's for sure.
It is a strange one. I will give you that.
Now the third one looks a little more, the color of that looks a little more my speed.
A little more in your wheelhouse there.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah. Now we're back.
Okay. Patrick, I feel you're going to be you're going to be answered during the reveal on that whiskey, but you're going to be surprised the same way.
Yeah, if that's anything American, I'm gonna be stunned. Yeah, I feel like I'm way more familiar with this.
Yeah, that one I think probably is a lot more your genre, if you will.
Yeah. That smells like if you go to a local diner and they home like everything is homemade, and if they're just whipping up a batch of like their like the best rated homemade biscuits, that's what I get on the nose. Wow, that's nice.
Jinx, and you forgot the 4, Martin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Homemade biscuits from a diner.
Yeah,
That's a good note. I like that note.
kind of on the palate too, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I don't want to cheat Corey out of his transition. There you go, Corey.
Man,
I thought he did. We'll have to do some research. Anybody got some research fingers? Chappelle show when he pleads the fifth. Does he say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and then fifth? Research fingers. That's actually kind of a funny statement.
yeah, it's very doughy.
Doughy is very good note for that whiskey. I
Very,
agree with you a lot, actually.
palate trips me out, honestly. Like, because it more of the doughiness is there, but there's something else going on that what are we trying to do? Like, hmm, that's interesting. But I feel like at the same time, this might be one of those cases where because I don't know if it's either high proof or it was in a smaller barrel. I feel like there's either proof or barrel interaction that's really playing a part of this too. Hmm. It is good.
That is a good whiskey. Good fit. I think that's what I'll have.
Man, I can't get over how doughy that is. That's crazy. It's like if you're about to bake like basically like a pill. I think it's Pillsbury, but they're crescent rolls. If you pop it open, that's what I
Okay. Yep.
super raw dough. Man,
Yeah. Deke. I know the conversation here that you're talking into, Deke, is about world rise. Where'd it go? That should be recognized. Yeah, absolutely. Stawning is excellent stuff. There is Eiffel out of Germany, another good place. There is the Gospel out of Australia making rye whiskey, excellent stuff. They do this really unique Solera system. So they will they Solera like normal, and then they empty into a vat, and then they bottle, and whatever's left in the vat at the end of bottling run, they put back into the Solera system, so it continues to age again after that, and then and blend and all that stuff. So that's a really unique place. Difficult to get some of that gospel whiskey, but it is orderable. It's expensive because of taxes between us and Australia. So, but yeah, definitely something to look at.
hmm.
Powers Irish Rye is very good. Brooklotti made it rye as well.
Who could this be now? I think that's the only.
Let's see what else is out there for world. Oh, yeah, that is good. I get a fruity note with that doughiness.
Yeah, I think that's what's tripping me up because I can't tell if it's like a very subtle finish or if it's just how it is.
Cairo out of is it Finland? But they're very good for the rye as well.
I'm just trying to decide who it could be and what bottle. I have everything else. Oh man.
Have you discovered any new small distilleries or craft distilleries this year that you didn't know last year? And I'm talking, yeah, 25 to versus 26. So the first couple months, have you discovered anybody new this year?
I have. There's a there's a guy. I just got introduced to them, but it's like a micro distillery out of Dallas. But they do a bunch of like unique finishes. I think
Okay.
it's Pagoda. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Another one. There's one in Kentucky. They specifically only use well that they're using purple corn.
Okay.
And they're also experimenting with using amaranth, like the ancient Aztec grain, and
Okay.
well, which I think is super cool because I don't think anybody else has ever done that. Um,
There you go, Spice. Another distillery doing some kind of crazy grain.
oh yeah, I love that shit. I don't care what it is. I want to try it.
Mm-hmm.
A distillery in Utah. I think they're called Spirits of the Wasatch. Uh,
Okay.
they just this. I'm pretty sure they do their own distillate and they do a blend of MGP. I think. But I discovered them. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Oh, and these guys, I think they're pretty well known now. But HK Young,
Okay.
NDP, they're making some good shit. They so everything they do is they put into a second toasted barrel. But their stuff's really solid. And then I personally have been on a big new riff kick. Honestly, I I got a single barrel, and then I got their winter whiskey,
Okay.
the one with like malted oats and chocolate malt.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty doggone good. They're kind of like Chattanooga, honestly. Like they're one of my top favorites because of their experimentation side. Like I love that.
Yeah, it's something that I'm really into as well. Chattanooga for me is one of the best at experimenting with stuff. I really enjoy everything that they do, whether it's fantastic or not. Doesn't matter. They tried it, and they're like, you know what? We're going to put it out.
Yeah. I wish, man, if they had a whiskey club, like I would be all in on that. Unfortunately, they can't with Tennessee laws, but
Yeah,
that would be one. Um, yeah, and then New Riff this my other one. Um, man, I lost my. Speaking of New Riff,
So Martin here is asking, what is the worst whiskey, any category, you've ever had? I mean, one that you would literally never touch again. I have one answer. It did get poured down the drain. And that particular bottle has turned me away from the entire line, not the distillery, just that line. And it was the Basil Hayden's Dark Rye, which it was early on. I cannot drink it. I think it's absolutely horrendous. And then learning a little bit more about whiskey, that actually shouldn't even be called whiskey. But they get away with it somehow. So that's mine. Everybody has had some pretty fun answers in the chat here. Spicy and her St. George hate. I don't know how to fix that. She tried the baller once and hates St. George forever.
God, I don't. It honestly would have had to been early on for me, like one of I think maybe one of the Glenlivet bottles.
Okay.
On in my journey, I was like, I want it. It's Scotch. Like everybody talks about Scotch. Want to try it? Nah. Early on, I was like, no, I can't. But that could be different now. But then I just knew that's when I had that interaction. I was like, yeah, Scotch is not for me.
And that's if it was true. If it was Glenlivet, that's weird because that's a very easy drinking, light, fruity, pretty malt, and a lot of people start there, and that it elevates them going, further and further into it.
Yeah, or it might not. I don't know. I know it was early on, and it was like heavily finished, so maybe that's not it.
Okay.
I don't think they do finishing, right? Or,
They don't. I mean, they don't do a lot.
yeah,
I mean, they age in sherry casks for the full time, and
right.
then to make their release, they blend ex bourbon and some of them sherry casks together.
Okay. Well, then it probably wasn't. It was like heavily finished, and I was like, yeah, this is not my jam.
Okay.
And I think that's where it began for me being super cautious with finished products, is because right there I was like, I don't want, like, sure, I'll try it, but if it's overly finished, it's not for me. Like, I remember at a whiskey festival, it was Red Line's Amberana finish, and it was like, okay, I'll try it. It's at a festival, so first sip, I was like, oh, okay, it's some of the bourbon, and then immediately just
Cinnamon.
of Amberana. I was like, okay, that's not.
It's
Lost complete
Am-
component of whiskey in it.
Amarana is rough. I mean,
Yeah.
it is rough. So, all right, where are you at with sample number 3? You got your guesses in? You ready to rock?
Yeah, I was just trying to pin down a distillery and bottle.
Still working on the distillery and bottle. You got to take your time, bud.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's really good, man. It's just,
Well, I am distracting you with the.
nah, it's okay. I don't know.
That's a good whiskey.
It is. And part of me worries that you say that, because I feel like it's completely different than what I'm thinking, category wise.
Don't just remember, I like everything. I do like everything. Donut Fisher. Yeah, I always say if you're gonna do Amberana, you put the spirit, you put it in the Amberana barrel or whatever. You go make a sandwich. You come back and take it out because it's probably gonna been too long.
Yeah. I will say though, port finish is probably my favorite right now.
Okay.
Do you like it?
Doesn't matter the type of spirit, just you like the port finish.
Um, shoot, Cedar Ridge,
Mhm.
really good port finish. Who, come to think of it, Distillery Acadian has they have a single malt that's port finished. It's good, but I prefer just the traditional single malt over it. Oh, there you go.
That was my first one tonight. Port finished Distillery Acadia.
Yeah, I do like it. It's just I prefer more of the just his basic single malt. This from 117 West. It was their, like, they say it's not technically a single malt, but it's basically made up with all types of malt.
Okay.
Port finished. It's really good. All right, let me do a distillery.
Get her done. Get her done.
Oh man. I bet it's. Why can't I think of a freaking distillery, man?
It's the hardest part.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like I've had a few distilleries of this type of whiskey, and I feel like I could eliminate them, but I can't think of more. Oh, dude.
I got to put you together a little care package. Oh, speaking of care package, I got somebody I got to send another one to. I totally forgot.
Oh, you don't need to do that, man.
No, I like you. I'll send you some stuff.
I mean, you're kind enough for sharing your whiskey with all these people anyway, but um, I feel like this is a northern regional style whiskey.
Okay.
Man, all right. Okay.
VDC just makes good stuff. They do a very good job sourcing finishing casks, and they do a very, very good job. Excellent whiskey put in really good casks, turns out to be great bottles of whiskey.
BDC, I'll have to try them too.
Virginia Distilling.
Yeah, Virginia.
Patty. Hiya, Patty.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
You are ready. All right, let's get her done.
Okay. Just to keep the trend going, I said single malt.
You did.
This one I felt like had a lot more proof than the others, so I went with 115. I said new oak only. This is where I had an issue with the specific category, but I just went with American single malt. I stayed at the same proof at 115, and I said it was new and new only. And for a distillery, I said 45th parallel. And is it called their McKinsey American single?
Yep. Yep. Their ASM is the McKenzie Reserve. Yep.
McKinsey Reserve. Okay, I went with that.
Excellent. Well, all right, sir. Which one do you want to hear first?
Let's go with sample 2.
Sample 2 first, because that one was weird.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, I really want to know what that is. But I will say sample 3 was my favorite.
Okay. I kind of gathered that.
Yeah.
All right, sample 2 for the big reveal. The weird whiskey. One hint, it has been in the Showdown before, last season, actually. But you said it might have been a single malt. It is not a single malt. Its generic category is whiskey.
Oh.
It doesn't fit in any other category other than whiskey. So that's where we're at. Proof, you said 100 proof. You did hit that. It is 100 proof for 50%. So you hit that right on the head. So you got a point for that and a point for specific ABV proof as well.
Wow. Okay.
Generic casking, you said used. It is used casking. So you got a point there. So we're at 3. Specific category, Indian single malt you went with. It is actually from America.
What?
And it is still just whiskey. There is no other category this fits in. It is not a distilled spirit specialty because it does fit all the requirements for whiskey, just none of the requirements for any specific whiskey.
Wow.
Specific casking, you said ex-bourbon. It is actually an ex-rye barrel.
Oh, okay.
And the distillery and bottle you did not give me guesses for, but it is the Old Potrero Christmas Spirit.
Wow.
So this is a beer, a Christmas spiced beer.
Oh, wait.
And then they turn that beer into spirit through their stills and age it in their ex-rye barrels.
That,
So for most practical purposes, the beer is pretty much malt, but because there's hops in it, it can't be called single malt because it's not 100% barley anymore.
okay.
But that's that funkiness that you're getting is the distilled hops.
It's like an IPA almost. Now,
Yeah, it's exactly like an IPA. You're right. It is a very, very weird whiskey.
so is it like, have you heard of Charbay Distillery?
It's exactly like Tarbay. They do the same thing. It's not the same type of beer that they're using,
Yeah.
but they're distilling bottle ready beer, basically, is what they're doing.
Wow. That's insanely different.
It is.
And go back to my quote. I'll be stunned if this is American.
You did have that one in the final Whiskey Deek. That was one of the samples in the final.
That is
And I believe you're correct. You did guess a rye whiskey finished in a beer barrel. So,
man.
all right. So that one netted you 3 points
That's
because you got the proof right twice and the casking right generically.
wow. Okay.
All right.
I mean, I'll take that. That's did not expect.
Oh. We'll move to sample number 1 because sample 3 was your favorite, so we'll save that for the end.
Okay.
Oh, you said a single malt for the generic category on sample number 1. It is actually a blended whiskey.
Son of a bitch.
92 proof is what your generic guess was. It is actually 86 proof.
Okay.
So we are batting 0 so far.
Yeah.
Generic casking, you said used, and I'm sure you said used because of the color, and you would be correct. It is used casking.
Now, I said used in Sauternes, so do I lose a point?
Well, you don't lose any points.
Oh, okay.
Sauternes would have been your specific.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So specific category, you said Scottish single malt. It is actually blended Irish whiskey.
Blended Irish whiskey.
So it is a combination of either any amount of the 3 single malt, single pot still, or single grain Irish whiskeys. I don't know exactly what the makeup of this one is. They don't share the information, but the possibility of all 3 types are in there.
Okay.
Specific ABV proof, 43% or 86 proof. You said 94, so no points there. Sauternes cast, not a bad guess. Actually, a very good guess, just not the right one. Specific casking is ex-bourbon and Calvados finish.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So, and Calvados, I'm pretty sure is apple brandy.
Brandy.
From Normandy, France. So, distillery, Middleton Distillery. You are going to take 2 points on that because the distillery on this is undisclosed. They do not say where they source this whiskey from. They are a distillery that is making their own stuff. Just they had not released. This bottle does not contain any of their own stuff in it. And the exact bottle is the Whistler Calvados finish.
The Whistler.
This is an extremely cheap Irish whiskey. So you saying you got soapy notes on it
Yeah.
does not surprise me. I'm not even kidding. It is a $25 bottle of whiskey.
Any idea on the age?
Like 3 years, 3-4 years, maybe.
Yeah.
It could be a little bit older, but I'm guessing it's pretty young.
Yeah, it's just real. Like, I mean, I kind of get now that you said Calvados, like I do get a little apple.
Yeah.
But it is a little soapy, I will say.
All right. Now moving on to your favorite. That by the way, that got you 3 points. So you are at 6 so far.
Okay.
Excuse me. Moving on. Sample 3. You also said single malt for sample number 3. You are not going to take a point there. It is not a single malt. It is a bourbon.
God, dog it.
Dog it. Generic ABV or proof. You said 115 proof. It is actually also 50% or 100 proof.
It had a lot of okay.
Generic casking. You said new oak. You are correct. It is new and new only. No finish on it. Just new oak for bourbon. American single malt is what your specific category was. This would actually have been accepted to be wheated bourbon or bottled in bond bourbon because it is both. Specific ABV proof, again, 50%, 100 proof. You said 115, so no points there. Specific casking, you stuck with your new. So you're going to take a point there because it is new. And you are within 15 miles of the distillery. Your guess was 45th Parallel and the Mackenzie Reserve single malt. It is actually Tattersall, and it is their Minnesota wheated bottled in bond.
Tattersall. Okay. I dig that.
Excellent little distillery. And yeah, 45th Parallel and Tattersall are within 20 minutes of each other.
That's crazy.
Very high percentage of wheat, like 38, 39, somewhere in there.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely bready. So I guess that makes sense. That makes sense for a weeder. What any idea on the age on this one?
4 years.
Okay, I did get that.
Irish does have an age requirement, a minimum of 3 years.
Minimum 3 years.
Yeah, Patrick or Donna Fisher was asking. They gotta.
Okay. That was interesting.
And they do also have that same exact whiskey, except aged another 2 years. So a 6-year version of that same whiskey.
Oh, I bet that's good.
It is quite a bit better.
Interesting. Yeah, that's
this is good whiskey, and that 6-year one really actually is almost perfect. I don't think they need to go any further than that with it.
Okay. Are these 53-gallon barrels?
Yes. Yeah.
I got a little more proof on that than 100. I don't know if it was just I don't know. It was good. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's very good stuff. Tattersall makes great stuff all the way around. They do some weird stuff as well. They get into some kind of strange finishes on some things.
Yeah.
And they do some weird like smoking of different types of woods on some of their single malt stuff.
Okay.
But it's experimental, and
that's what
I love the experimental stuff. So I mean, I try it, I buy it.
Yeah.
Some of it's very good, some of it's but for the most part, they make good stuff.
Yeah, I mean that too. That's a real good one.
But they also make all kinds of other spirits as well. Yeah, Spicy says the apple brandy is fantastic.
Brandy. Oh, okay, there we go. Well, sweet.
But with that, Dylan, you do move on, and you're gonna be battling it up against the Bourbon Vixen.
Bourbon Vixen. Okay.
And that will be on March 11th.
March 11th.
If I can read that right, I'll send you a message to confirm that. But
okay.
I'm pretty sure it says 311 on there because we talked about 311 last night.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I was.
Go ahead.
These were interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, this was an interesting set of samples that landed. Anytime that Christmas spirit comes out, that throws everybody off.
Yeah, it gets sweeter and sweeter every time I. Wait, no. Okay, I mean, number one is sweet too.
Yeah, number one should be pretty sweet. Donna Fisher, yeah, actually, Method and Madness puts out a chestnut finished, or a chestnut cask, single pot still Irish whiskey, and it's really interesting. I don't think it's a gimmick at all. I think wood is fun to experiment with. Obviously, there's woods that you can't use, but I think experimenting with all types of usable woods is something that should be done. So
I really like Crittenden put out I think it was a toasted pecan stave.
okay,
That was incredible. That's probably my favorite. I mean, between that and probably like French oak, that's probably my favorite stave finishes.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, Copper Fox with their chips is pretty fun. Pecan. What was another one? Oh, so for anybody that knows the Whiskey Tribe, they did a experimental series a little while back. They had a bourbon that they split up into 8 different casks, very small casks, and they left one of them alone and inserted a different wood into each of the other 7. And it was you were able to purchase the whole 8 set of samples. So you got a control bourbon that was just new oak bourbon, and then that same exact bourbon, except then finished with different types of wood all the way through. There was a cedar in there, and that was extremely interesting. Like when I say you smelled it and it smelled like going into a sauna was an understatement, and it was really neat. So I think that the wood experiments is definitely something that should be done more.
Yeah, I do agree. Somebody just released one. I think it was it Barstown? Like what I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Was it like a chickapin or something?
Chicken pin is that's actually popular with Irish whiskey. They do that a lot. There's a couple scotches that do it, and Japanese uses it quite a bit too.
Oh, and Crittenden had a persimmon wood.
Okay.
Pretty good too. But
Yeah, absolutely, Deke. 100% old school pencil sharpener shavings. Wow. And the chat went off the rails again. Okay. Well, Dylan, congrats.
Thank
you did good. 8 points. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm honestly impressed with what I had in front of me, honestly.
So you got to make it through the Bourbon Vixen, and then you're in the Final Four. We don't know who you're going to be up against, but it's going to either be Caitlin Bartlemay from McCarthy's or Adam from Lost Lantern.
That's wow. They're going up.
Yeah, those two are going up against each other.
That's a dynamite match.
That's going to be a great match. Yeah.
Everybody has to watch that. That's wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, all right. And with that, everybody, thank you for those of you who are here, staying with the cursed season. I love it. Appreciate every one of you. Dylan, congratulations. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All righty. Sounds good. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for having
me. Absolutely. And see what's the next one? It's a Wednesday. What's the next Wednesday? Is 2/18 the next Wednesday? What is today? The 12th? Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. February 18th is the next show. That is Southern Bourbon Addict Drew. And it was supposed to be against Heidi the Bourbon Nymph, but there's been some developments there. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out yet. I'm working on it in the background. So we're going to see what's going on. Anywho. Yes, thank you, Martin. Hit that like button, and until next week, we'll see you. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.